go, guys. This is the moment of truth. All right. We'll talk about why this is so important in a minute. But what we're going to do is we're going to see. The guitar's been sitting for overnight. More than 12 hours, probably closer to 20 hours. And so we're going to see how far, and I tuned it up. And so now let's see how close it is to still being in tune. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Ready? 15, 14, 13, 12. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Oh, not too bad. We just got all right, it's coming up a little flat when you do all 6 strings, but it looks pretty good by itself now. Let's see. Okay, that's close enough. Well, there we go. That's close enough for. Well, it's not. It's not close enough for anything. Still a little flat on the low E. Okay, that's pretty good. So that wasn't too bad. All right, let's talk about what I'm talking about here. All right, we'll start off by looking at this. This is my Epiphone Junior model, Les Paul Junior model, and I've mentioned once before, or pointed out once before, that this one has this bridge on it that has like these ridges on it. I think they call it a lightning bolt because it kind of looks like a lightning bolt. Now the problem with this one is that as a lot of guys that know what they're talking about say that there should be sort of like the low E is kind of back here, and then it sort of stair steps up, and then it goes back down on the G string, and then it starts to stair step back up again to the E string. Well, the problem with this one, I don't know if you can see it, is that this one starts down here and then it stair steps up, and then it keeps stair stepping up and then to where the G string is, and the G string is the furthest one this way towards the neck. So it's the shortest of all the strings. It's going to tune sharp because of that, right? Which is a common thing, when you're intonating an instrument. Very often you got to kind of pull the saddles or back a little bit so that it lengthens the string so that it intonates a little bit less sharp. And so that's the first part. Let's go back to the other one. So here's my other. This is my Epiphone Special model, like a Les Paul Special. It's got a couple of Soap Bar P90s. So now another problem with this bridge arrangement here is that this happens sometimes on the Epiphones. I'm not so sure about the Gibsons if they have this same issue, but the posts will, under certain conditions or certain guitars or certain string gauges, it'll start to kind of tilt a little bit this way, right? And that'll screw up your action. It'll screw up your intonation. So this started happening on this one. And I think in part because it's a very lightweight guitar. This guitar weighs about 4 pounds. It was pretty cool when I got it too. You know, they said that it was in good condition, which it is, and they were good. They were asking $79.97, and it said in there, it said, "Not a penny less, not a penny more." And I was like, "Oh, oh, really? Oh, is that the? Oh, so that's what it's like, huh? Okay, all right, we'll go check it out." So I went, and turns out that you know, the guitar belonged to this, you know, this lovely young lady, this very small young lady, and but she had a guy with him, which is good, right? That's smart. You know, if you're a small young lady and you're selling a guitar to a random, then yeah, you should bring somebody along. So yeah, that was fine. But you know, she I don't know what it was, but she looked up at me and she was like starstruck or something. I mean, she's just is like. It's like she couldn't get the words out of her mouth. It's kind of like when I met David Bowie, same sort of thing. You know, it's like I couldn't, it was like I was in another dimension. I couldn't get the words out, you know? But anyway, she was acting that way towards me, and I'm like, what, huh? Anyway, but so she, you know, very sheepishly showed me the back, and she said, "Oh, there's a scratch on the back." And there was a very light scratch on the back. I can't find it anymore. Maybe it's been buffed out by just by playing it, you know, and because it was such a light scratch. But you know, it seemed like that was the reason that they were selling it. And obviously, she just, you know, it was her guitar. She just wanted to sell it, and this guy was helping her. And you know, he had a little bit of an attitude. But you know, so I know I took out $80, and I said, okay, so $79.97, not a penny, not a penny more, not a penny less. You got 3 cents? And this kid, he just rolled his eyes and was like, pff. He actually let out a pff, or maybe it was a tss, maybe it was a pff, or a t, or a k, or pff. I don't know. It was one of those. It was like a pff, or t, or pff, or k, or t. One of, you know, something like that. But anyway, so, you know, I was like, ha, 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 you know. But anyway, yeah, you know, so it was a lovely little transaction. This guitar weighs about 4 pounds, which is crazy. It's the lightest guitar I own, super light guitar. But I wonder if that has something to do with why, and it didn't start happening until a few years after I bought this guitar. The post started to kind of tilt inward this way, right? So, you know, I let it sit around for a while. You know, the action kept getting higher and higher, and the intonation kept going further and further out. But it's a great, you know, it's a nice guitar. It definitely moves. You know, you can feel the vibration. Yeah, you can definitely feel the vibration down here in the bottom. But anyway, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna address this issue. So I. You know, I got the wood glue out, and I got out some paper, and you know, pulled everything apart back here, and I was just, you know, since I was at it, since I was doing it anyway, I figured, all right, let's get one of these compensated bridges here. And as you can see, this has more of that stepping action that we're talking. It starts down here, it steps up a little bit, steps up a little bit, it goes back down for the G string, and then steps up a little bit, steps up a little bit. And sure enough, once I got this thing on here, I don't know if you can hear it, but this thing, it rings pretty good. And I don't know if this helped, you know, improved it, but probably, you know, guitars like to be in tune with themselves. But so I got this thing on, and then, you know, so the reason that I was so elated when I saw that only the D and the G string moved down a little bit is because before I made this improvement, every night when I would tune it up, and I would put the guitar in its case, and then the next day when I pulled it out to strum a few chords, it would be the whole thing would be down, like, you know, practically a semitone. You know what I mean? Like almost a half step. All the strings, all of them. Okay, so that, you know, so that means that the bridge was kind of tilting this way. And you can see it's tilted a little bit, but I think, possibly, that it's finally settling in. And we'll see. We'll check tomorrow and see how it goes. But I mean, the fact that it was just those two strings and it was just a little tiny bit, I'm pretty hopeful. So yeah, you know, it's a lot of fun. So let's hope that it stays in tune now, guys. All right, all right. And yeah, guys, just in case you're curious, the other guitar that's featured in this video is, of course, my my Squire Bullet Stratocaster. This thing, oh, chicken's ready. Hold on. So yeah, so this one, I mean, I don't know if you can hear that, but you hear how freaking loud that is? Jeez, let me get it closer to the mic. All right, maybe the table's contributing to that too. It's probably picking up some of the. Jeez, it's crazy loud. But anyway, so yeah, this guitar, you know, yes, the saddles are a little wonky, right? They're a little crooked, but this way and that. But you know, I don't want to mess with it. I'm not touching it. This is exactly the way it came set up. Actually, this was at a Sam Ash. I can say that now, I guess. Yeah, Sam Ash. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video because you know, I got to work at the 48th Street Sam Ash, you know, on across the street in the drum department, which was the best place to work because we were kind of like our separate little entity over there, you know, separated from all of the. Anyway, we'll get out. You know, hopefully I'll do a video about that. But anyway, so yeah, this guitar is just for, you know, it's punching way above its weight, and you know, it doesn't. Of course, it doesn't have that solid feel of a Fender, you know, but it does, you know, and it's you know, it's a little skinny thing, right? Hardtail. It's very toyish. Anyway, yeah, so that's one of the reasons that I enjoy this guitar so much. It's on my level as a guitar player. All right. Anyway, I think that's enough for today, guys. You know, I hope you enjoyed it and have a nice day. Perfect. Oh, this is nice. It's incredible. I can't believe it. It's like I still pinch myself. I actually made this. It's like all it is. It's just heat, salt, pepper. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I'm like, I made this? Anyway, all right, guys. Have a nice night, too. All right? I know I am.